Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're gonna speak about what the fuck happened in the game between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Like, to discuss the problem between, the board, the team, the coach, and the fans of Barcelona, we have to address something really important here. That instead of fixing the problem in the beginning of the season, before anything starts, they waited until the middle of the season to change coaches, which is always a risky bit. The problem that Barcelona did this season is that they tried to just, as every season for the last 5 years, to just try to minimize the losses and just shut the fans by giving them a cup or two, maybe the Spanish Cup or the La Liga, because they know they cannot win the Champions League with this team. It's impossible. So, to start our analyzing for the game, if you're gonna enter the game against Real Madrid Zidane, that they play 4-4-2 with Valverde and Casemiro as two midfield defensive, why would you not just see what Guardiola did in the game of Manchester City and just mimic the same thing he did? That doesn't make any sense. This coach keep praising Guardiola and saying that Guardiola is he's the best manager, and I admire his tactic of play, and I admire Johan Cruyff as the godfather of the tiki-taka and everything, all that, same old story. So if you call yourself a student of the Cruyff school, so why don't you just watch one of his best students right now, Pep Guardiola, and just do the same thing he does, playing on the wings? Real Madrid are closing the midfield, are closing the defense. Once for all, you cannot enter from the midfield. You cannot enter there. And then you're gonna enter Vidal, and you're gonna enter De Jong, Arthur, Busquets, which is like a fucking turtle. He can't even run. And you're gonna enter Vidal, and you're gonna have Messi by himself, and then Griezmann that he didn't adapt yet, and then you're gonna expect that Real Madrid are just gonna what? Just give you the game? We all know Real Madrid's style of play with Zidane. Giving you the ball, counter-attack, and then crosses, and then press, and press involved to results. If you keep pressing a team, you will have chances, and Real Madrid always bet on that. They always bet on they're gonna have a chance or two or three or four just by pressing crosses. So instead of you playing the wings just like Guardiola did, put Jesus in the left wing, put Bernardo Silva in the right wing, and then he put Rodri with Gundogan, and then he put Silva and De Bruyne as to control the midfield. So why didn't you just do the same? Why are you fucking giving us heart diseases and blood pressure diseases with your fucking style of playing? This coach is literally, there's a reason why he only coaches Las Palmas and coaches Betis. He doesn't fucking have a higher level of studying of the game. He's like the student that only know how to memorize, but he doesn't understand. So there's certain students that when they don't know how to understand the game, they memorize it. I mean the book, they memorize it. Anyways, to get back to the game, why is Barcelona not gonna win anything this year? 99%, unless Messi has another saying, then I can't argue with that. The thing is, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Why if you're just gonna play in the Santiago Bernabeu, why don't you just attack Just attack. Just play three strikers. Enter Martin Brightwatt in the middle of the game, on the 60 minute. Why don't you just start with him? Vidal, are you serious? Like, you see what happened against Napoli when you played with Vidal? There was nothing. There was nothing. Like, you just put him in the left wing, then the second half you put him in the right wing. You didn't know what to do with him. Like, I keep thinking about, like, how is Barcelona gonna play the next 13 games in La Liga, and then let's say if they qualify the quarter final of the Champions League. I mean, every game is gonna be like a final. How are they gonna play with 13, 14 players all this season? How are they gonna do that when they actually cannot do it just now? Like, now they can't even do it. And then in March there's a FIFA break, right? So the players gonna go with the national teams, be exhausted, come back. God knows what kind of injuries gonna have. Like, this, I keep thinking about what the fuck is the administration that Barcelona has, this board. How do they think? Like, how what kind of brain they have? Like, why can't you think ahead? Why can't you just know that this team is actually gonna end up in need of a change, and all the key players are 30 above years old? So you have to do something to change that. You have to, right? So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go bring Griezmann, 28, 29 years old, and then you're gonna go bring Vidal, 32 years old, 33 years old. like Johan Cruyff right now is watching from the sky, is like he's fucking cussing at everyone. Like, it's fucked up. It's just fucked up. It's just, I feel sad for the team. I've been a fan for Barcelona for almost 18, 20 years old now ago. I started watching Barcelona since Rivaldo was playing, since Figo just like about to leave Barcelona. I'm depressed with this team. I feel sad. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. I mean, if you ask every fan around the world, they will like point the problem of the team, and they will tell you this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem, right? And then you go to the board, and they're just blind, like brain blind, eye blind, everything. They don't know. They act like they don't know what is the problem. They just throw money here and there. Dembele 150 million euros, gone. Coutinho 160 million euro, gone. Griezmann right now 120 million euros, epic fail. And Messi is about to enter his 32, 33 years old, and we're just watching him. He's gonna leave us in a year, 2 years maximum. Then what are you gonna find in Barcelona? So they need a striker instead of Suarez, 33 years old. They need a player to replace Messi. They need a player to replace Piqué, Busquets, Alba, Rakitic. Like, so far six key players, and we're not talking about like we need a left wing, we need another playmaker, like we need bench. We don't talk about this. Like, this administration isn't about that sinking. And I'm afraid to say so, but it reminds me a lot of last few years of AC Milan, which is a depressing idea to think about right now, honestly. As a fan, I'm heartbroken because of this, and I wish that the fans would get together and would actually fight for this team, and their voice would be heard, and we need to kick this administration as possible as it can be. As bad as Laporta was, but at least he had like a sports vision. He gave the sports management to the people that actually played sports, that understands the team and the ethics of Barcelona and the root and the deep of the team. This fucking Bartholomew, like, he needs to be hanged in a public honestly. Like, he broke every little like aspect of the team. I wish that this would like change this summer by like an early voting and early election, but we'll see. Until then, we'll see. The game today was an awful game. Real Madrid controlled the whole game. They controlled they played defensive in the first half and they got more chances than we did as Barcelona. And I mean, yeah, Griezmann did miss a valuable chance. Messi did, like if you can call it a chance, but still, like that's just a lame excuse because there's more to it. There's more to it. There's a lot more to it, and yeah, like it's sad. It's sad that you watch a team that like 10 years ago he controlled the world. We were starting to control the world and we had our golden era, and we could have kept going if the management was in the good hands and we did bring the good players, not the sketchy deals of the players that you never hear of until they show up for like presentation. Barcelona is a big team and it deserves something better, it deserves something bigger. Real Madrid deserved to win. I'm not gonna say because they played better. They honestly didn't play better because they both played shit. But they had more chances. They played more tactical discipline on us, and the thing is, they had more motivation to win. If you see Barcelona for the second half, like they didn't do anything. Real Madrid was pressing, starting the 45 minutes start. They were pressing like maniacs, and I realized like by the 65 minute, I realized that oh my god, like it's not normal to press for like 20 minutes straight. It's not normal. That means either that team is really good, which is not the case. Real Madrid was not in their best, or the other team is dead physically, like physically athletic. They were dead. Like they couldn't keep up. Players in a high level as Barcelona plays, they couldn't keep up until the 90 minute. That's scary. That shows you that this team even physically cannot keep up against a team like Real Madrid, and you expect from Barcelona that they're gonna compete for the Champions League. I'm sorry to say that to every Barcelona fan, but this is the truth. We have no chance at all in the Champions League this season, and as bad as it seems, it's best for us, it's best for Barcelona to actually get knocked out from the Champions League against Napoli, then go to the quarterfinal, get tired, get exhausted, and lose more points in La Liga, and then lose La Liga as well. Because it happened in 2017. We qualified against Paris Saint-Germain when we could just get knocked out and focus on La Liga, and we had better chances at that point. But we qualified in the epic game against Paris Saint-Germain in remontada. Excuse me. And yeah, and we went to the Juve game, and we all seen what happened. It was a massacre. Anyways, we will talk more about this topic about Barcelona and what could change, and we will see in the next game if something will change. We will talk about more sports things and more other teams. I've seen Liverpool, what they did, and honestly, I mean, to the Liverpool fans, they should not just like expect that Liverpool in 1 season, 2 seasons that they're gonna be the best team of all time. I mean, that's something ridiculous. But if and they will win the Premier League, that's as achievement as it is amazing. 30 years they didn't win it, so this is amazing. This is amazing achievement. They should win it, and they deserve it too. We will talk more about the Italian league, the Premier League, and the Spanish league, and the German league. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit a like. Take care.